Imagine this, standing at the base of the tallest mountain in North America. Snow stretches for miles and the wind is freezing. The summit seems impossibly far away. However, in 1913, the Alaskan native man named Walter Harper made history on that mountain. Hello everybody, my name is Frank Castro and this is my final project submission for my UAF class, being the history of colonization of Alaska, the Indigenous response. Walter Harper was born in 1893 in the interior of Alaska. His mother was Koyukon Athabaskan and his father was an Irish immigrant who worked as a prospector. Harper grew up traveling across the Alaskan wilderness. From a young age, he learned how to hunt with the ability to travel long distances, going for miles at a time, and being able to survive in extremely harsh conditions. Those skills will later make him one of the most important guys in Alaskan history. As a teenager, Harper attended school in Tana and later worked closely with the Episcopal missionary named Hudson Stuck. Stuck quickly realized Harper had extraordinary strength and knowledge of the land, and so in 1913 Stuck organized an expedition to climb Denali, which was often called Mount McKinley. To give some proper context to Mountain Denali, which I will be referring to as in this video, is the tallest mountain in North America. Denali rises to about 20,310 feet above the sea level and is located in central Alaska, within Denali National Park and Preserves. The mountain towers more than 18,000 feet above the surrounding landscape, giving it one of the greatest vertical rises of any mountain in the world. Because of its height, harsh weather, and extreme cold, Denali is considered one of the most difficult mountains to climb on Earth. Temperatures near the summit can drop far below zero, and strong winds and sudden storms are very common. Climbing Denali was extremely dangerous, especially during that time. At the time, very few people had actually reached the upper slopes, let alone all the way to the peak. However, Harper joined the expedition as a guide along with Harry Karstens and Robert Tatum. The group spent weeks hauling supplies through the deep snow, crossing glaciers, and climbing steep ice. And finally, on June 7th, 1913, history was made. Harper stepped onto the summit of Denali and he actually climbed the final ridge, becoming the first person known to reach the top of North America's highest mountain. The expedition marked one of the most important moments in history of mountaineering in Alaska and finalized the remaining piece in mapping the mountain. But Harper was more than a climber. He was also known for his kindness, leadership, and determination. And after the expedition, he studied theology and hoped to become a missionary who could help communities across Alaska. Sadly, Harper's life ended far too soon. In 1918, he was traveling to Alaska with his wife when their ship, the SS Princess Sophia, struck a reef during a storm and sank. Everybody on board died, including Walter Harper, and he was only 25 years old when this tragic event took place. Even though his life was short, Harper's achievements remained deeply important. As a Koyukon Athabaskan man who grew up in Alaska, he played a key role in one of the greatest exploration stories in North America. His success on Denali shows the strength and resilience of Alaskan Native people before the passage of Alaska Native Claims Act. Today, Walter Harper is remembered as a pioneer of Alaskan mountaineering and an important figure in Alaskan Native history. When climbers stand on top of Summit Denali today, they feel and follow in his footsteps of the young Alaskan man who reached it first. It is one of my personal favorite stories from the history of Alaskan exploration, and I actually had the privilege of going to Denali, which is why I chose to focus on this specific man for my final project. He has been a huge inspiration in my life, and seeing the history of not only Denali but the exploration of Denali has really shaped my understanding of Native history and the key role they played before the Alaskan Native Claim Settlement Act. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my professor and the University of Fairbanks, Alaska. Have a good night.